We've recently played 23 shows through Europe, visited 12 different countries. We had the most amazing time, the most amazing crew, and we just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to one of our shows. Yeah, we had an absolute ball, and this video is the recap.
We had been planning this tour for so long that we were almost starting to think that it would never happen. And so when we finally arrived in Belgium and got to see all the crew, it was like such a surreal moment to just kind of think that it was all going to finally come into fruition.
After a 24-hour flight, it was amazing to go to our pre-production studio in Derby. The place was absolutely insane. Our manager came over and cooked us meals each night. He's a great cook. It was such a pleasant way to start the tour.
The first show was in Stuttgart in Germany, and it was such a surreal feeling, like everything that we had been waiting for was finally happening. And when we first came out on stage, just to see the crowd there, it just really felt like things had evolved in Europe. To hear everyone singing along again, it was just such a great feeling to be back on stage.
Every single night was amazing and had something special to offer. The crowd was always different and diverse, and yeah, it was really hard to narrow down what we actually liked the most and what our favourite shows were, but there's definitely a couple of highlights in the tour.
Definitely Utrecht was one of the standouts.
Yeah, that show was insane. It was our biggest headline show to date, and we rocked up to the venue. It was called Tivoli, and we walked into the room and it was like a mini arena with just tiered timber seating that just looked up to the ceiling, and we were just like far out, like this is going to be insane.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those pinch yourself moments where after the show we were looking back at footage and we're like, man, that was us on stage. Like, it's just super surreal.
London was another special one for us. We've returned to London about 5 or 6 times, and each time we've gone, the show has leveled up about 100 capacity. But this next one that we just played was a 1500 cap, and yeah, that was pretty much triple the size from the last show we played. So yeah, it's a hard market, London, but that show was amazing, and I'm really excited to go back to London and step it up again.
Another one that really caught us off guard was Bratislava in Slovakia. We'd never played there before and we didn't really know what to expect, and it was actually one of the smaller shows on the tour, and we were kind of just thinking it was not going to be that great, and then the crowd, just the energy in the room, everything about it, just that even though it wasn't in the biggest venue and there wasn't that many people, just the energy in the room from the crowd was just so special. The shows in Switzerland were also probably some of our favourites. I think partly just because we love the country and the countryside, driving through that place is like looking at a postcard, like it's just so beautiful.
This whole tour was just so special, and yeah, we're still pinching ourselves with how well it all went and how amazing all our fans are singing these songs and buying tickets to our shows, and we're just so grateful for everyone that's gotten behind our music, and we seriously cannot wait to return to Europe and do it all again and play even bigger shows, and yeah, it's going to be exciting.